Y'all, this episode, listen. That's how it got me feeling. That's how this episode got me feeling. Let me tell you something, Lifetime. Y'all tried it. The first half of this episode was really a whole lot of nothing. I told y'all we was going to get into the shits once they got to the honeymoon. Y'all could have just gave me this second hour and I would have been good. But whatever. Let's get into the shits, shall we? Alright, so thank you guys for watching all my reviews on the show so far. I will keep doing it. Tell me, get in the comments. I comment back. If y'all look, I really do be talking to y'all in the comments. So get in the comments. But let's talk about it. So I have a lot of notes, so I want y'all to go and like be in a set place because I'm gonna be here for a minute, okay? So I got my notes, of course, as y'all know. I got my notes. Okay, so we deal with the first night. Okay, so after everybody got married, I also want to say again, Lifetime, don't ever do these many. Don't ever do these many couples at one time, because the amount of notes that I have is ridiculous. The amount of times I have to go back and forth is ridiculous. Regardless, first night, okay. So I only kind of wrote, so when it comes to this first half, I'm only going to talk about like things that stuck out to me. I'm not talking about every single scene, every single person, everybody that met up, everybody talked. I'm just going to talk about what stuck out to me. All right, so Jessica and Austin. Jessica and Austin so far are my favorite couple. I think that out of everybody, they seem like they match the most. They're both giggly and quirky and awkward as hell, but it's so fucking adorable. They're so cute together. They're so cute. So you just see them in bed and they're giggling and shit. They really like each other. All right, then we go to Taylor and Brandon. Brandon got Taylor a necklace that says Mrs. Reed on it. So in the first night, people are starting to get ready for bed stuff, and a lot of women were worried about, how they would look without makeup and stuff. What I'll say is, out of all of the ladies on the cast, nobody looks bad without makeup. And you want to know what it is that when they did get married, there was a lot of makeup, but it wasn't like contouring and all this other stuff. It was just, they were just little blemishes, stuff here and there. But in my opinion, all of the women look exactly how they look with their makeup on. They just, just a little bit. It's like if you put on a filter, but not Snapchat filter. Not a filter, but you just clean up your face is pretty much all it is. But I don't think any of the women looked any different for real without the makeup on. So that was something that everybody kept talking about. Then we got Katie and Derek. I put in my notes that I liked Katie, her PJs, like it looked like an outfit. So I like that. That was cute. But she was in that bathroom asking him about her friends. Remember I told you her friend was drunk as hell, and he told her what the friend said, and she was like, well, did they tell you I'm allergic to latex? I said, ooh, you a freak for real, Katie. Okay, I know your type, sis. I know your type. Okay, so she said she allergic. When she said she was allergic to latex, his whole face got so red. He was nervous as hell. It was super fucking funny. I like Katie and Derek together too. I like their little weird balance. Okay, so like I said, I'm not doing every couple. I'm for each part, I'm just gonna say what stuck out to me. Then we go to the next morning. The next morning, nobody has sex from what I. Anybody have sex? No, none of the couples had sex the first night, which that's not really surprising to me. I did expect Katie to throw that thing back, but she didn't, and that's perfectly fine. But they did say that they was getting hot. Pretty much, they got all the way to they got to second base, and they was sliding into third, but then somebody caught them. Somebody caught them, and so they was out of the game. So that's what happened with Katie and Derek. Taylor and Brandon. I put in my notes that he's full of shit, and every time I see him, I feel like he's full of shit, but I'm gonna let him rock for now because he hasn't done anything on camera. I also know some tea behind the scenes and stuff like that. I was going to talk about it, but I don't really see the point of talking about some shit because I feel like it'll ruin the show for people who don't know. But I do know I know about some of the couples. I don't know all, but I know some of the couples that stayed together, and I know some of the couples that did not stay together. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, Jessica and Austin, same thing. They still being goofy as hell. Mike and Mika, Mike ordered a breakfast that's probably for a good 10 people, but it's just for himself. Um, One thing I can say with Mika when she woke up in the morning time is she looks her age. Like I don't want to say she didn't look her age in the when she was getting married, but like in that moment I could see okay, she definitely looks 25. So yeah, then we got Zach and Mindy. They waking up. Zach all bringing Mindy her stuff with a little towel on. Zach, I'll give it to you. Your body is on point. It is on point. I'll give you that. But that's all you're getting from me from this episode. You ain't getting shit else from me the rest of this damn episode, okay? So then let's just get into what's really important about this episode, or at least what I found to be important was the meeting with the in-laws. Now, I want y'all to pay attention when y'all are watching when you're watching this show. Lifetime, because it's a TV show, this is Married at First Sight, it's a reality show, but it's still a TV show. You gotta pay attention. The stuff that Lifetime includes is it's all relevant. I'm trying to tell you, especially the conversations that are had between the in-laws or the parents and stuff. I'm trying to tell you, everything that's placed in here is placed in here for a reason, especially if you've seen like the trailers and stuff for the rest of the season and how the rest of the season is going to play out. So I kept the trailer that I seen, like I talked about in my last video, I kept that in mind while I was listening to the conversation that was being had, and a lot of stuff, it's starting to make sense even from just the meetings. Okay, so now this one I will go through, I think, just about all of the couples, I think. Alright, so we're going to do Austin. Austin met up with Jessica's sister and the brother-in-law. Pretty much the sister and the brother-in-law was just saying, the brother-in-law was pretty much saying like how he's now happy pretty much. In layman's terms, he was saying that he's happy that she has a man now so that she can stop bothering him and his wife. That's pretty much what he was saying. And the sister was saying how, well, she just likes to be around people and stuff like that. It seems like from what I hear that she was kind of like a third wheel in a relationship. That's her twin, so whatever. And but they talked to Austin. They seemed to like him a lot. Jessica went and met up with Austin's mama and the grandmama and the daddy. Now y'all know I told you Austin mama is protective as hell. He's a mama's boy. She ain't here for this shit, and she was on guard from 10. But she sat up there and she listened and to everything that Jess had to say. What I want Jess to stop saying, and I said it the first time, is that when people ask her why did she do this, oh well, I have my twin sister and she's hit all these milestones, like she's got married and she did this. Jessica, I need you to stop doing that. First of all, if I was a parent, if I was his mom, that would kind of raise a little bit of a red flag, because it's like, are you doing this because you really want to, or are you doing this because you feel like you got to hit where your sister is? Because my question is, if your sister was not married, if your sister did not have a baby right now, would you feel the need at this point in life to do this? That's my only question. We don't know because we're not there. But Jessica, I need you to understand that you got to live your own life. I will never understand the bond between twins because I'm not a twin. I have sisters, but I don't have a twin. But what I will say is that we all got to live our own lives. My sister had a bad habit, because I'm the oldest, but she had a really, really bad habit of trying to compare herself to me. And it wasn't good, because her path is her path, my path is my path. And I always had to tell her that, listen, your path is not going to be the same as mine. Just because, for instance, I pretty much did like the traditional route, which is graduated high school, then went to a 4-year college, and now I'm, about to be finished getting my master's, and I'm being so I'm going through like a formal education. My sister, on the other hand, that's not her wave. She loves music, so her passion is to go down the music route. And I told her that that's okay, but you don't have to do or live up to whatever milestones that I'm hitting. We all got our own individual milestones that we have to hit. You know what I'm saying? So I wish Jessica would let that go. Okay, so then we got Taylor and Brandon. Taylor met up with the mama and the aunt. Now, I'm going to say this. The mom and the aunt, they said that they was cool with her, but the mom was completely standoffish. Now, I don't know if that's because she was on TV and it was making her nervous, or if she's just not here for the whole situation. But they said that they was okay with it, but the energy wasn't matching what was coming out of their mouths. How about that? Then we have Brandon. Now, this conversation was very interesting, okay? Brandon went to go meet up with Taylor's mom, her aunt, and her cousin, right? So, when they're sitting up here asking him questions, and I'm not going to say that they was grilling him, but they was just asking questions like everybody else was in all the other families. And it's like, he was giving weird answers. Like, I forgot what they asked him, but it was like, how are you doing? How's everything going between y'all? And he goes like, I just kind of woke up. That's not a fucking answer, Brandon. That's not a fucking answer. That's a smart ass answer, okay? Then they was asking him, like about You know, like, why is it that you're at the age that you're at, you're 30 something, I think he's 33 or 31 or 33, one of the two, and why haven't you been married yet? Like, what's going on here? And he couldn't really even answer. He just was like, well, I mean, you know, I just haven't really found that person, or it was like a bullshit answer. Pretty much what I have in my notes is the aunt, she smelled the bullshit. She smelled it, because she pretty much was saying, like, there's something, she said pretty much she still get a fuzzy feeling that something's not right about Brandon. And I put, bitch, that's right. A woman's intuition is always right. Even the cousin felt like there was something off about Brandon. Pretty much she felt like, Brandon, you're bullshitting, and you can't bullshit a bullshitter at the end of the day. And I'm right here with you, cousin. We are here, but they're gonna let him live for now. Okay. Then Katie met then we got Katie and Derek. Katie met Derek's mom and the dad and stuff like that. They both, Katie and Derek, they both come from divorced homes and stuff like that, like their parents were divorced. So the mom asks, like, how will you, you know, go forward, you know, trying to make it so that you guys won't get divorced. You know, Katie talked about how her parents have been a really good, you know, example for her as far as a relationship. So I thought that was an awesome question to ask. Then Derek met up with her people and stuff. What I did put in here, you know, he had a nice little conversation. Everything was cool. But the father did bring up, like how, like, tell me about your past relationship. Like, has your heart ever been broken? Because Katie's heart's been broken by somebody that she was with in the past. And I thought it was interesting that he brought up her boo thing, like the one that she was going to leave Derek for at the altar, but she didn't. She changed her mind. Again, I said earlier, I hope that shit don't come back and bite her in the ass. Now, he already said he's never been in love before. I feel like that conversation is going to come up again. I'm telling you, it's going to come up. Then Derek brought the father outside and asked her to hand in marriage, which, I mean, I guess whatever. Personally, I'm not the type. I've been with my dude, like I keep telling y'all, for about, what will be next year? This year will be 9 years. And I don't need nobody to approve of my man, right or wrong. Even if I wasn't with him, if I had another man, I wouldn't need nobody to approve of him. I wouldn't, and whatever. I'm cool with my parents and stuff, but I just feel like when it comes to stuff like that, you got to live your own life. You can't be so worried about what the next person is thinking, because they don't live with that person. They don't got to spend every day with that person. You do. But I don't think that was it. I think he was just trying to do the traditional route, and the father said yes, blah blah blah, whatever. So then we got Mindy and Zach. Another very interesting part. Mindy met up with the sister and the mom and his friend and stuff, and they pretty much said that the only thing about Zach is that he doesn't show emotion. He's not very vulnerable, and Mindy said that's going to be a little bit hard for her because she's emotional. Fuck that conversation. Zach went to go see Mindy's friends because, of course, Mindy's family did not come. Her friends are on point. Those are the type of friends that you need in your life. They were asked for all the right questions. They said, well, one of the friends was like, well, I mean, you know, I see that you're like a fitness trainer, but you're also like a model. So are you on this show so that you can get a little bit more exposure? Like, what's going on? And he was like, no, I'm not here for that. I'm here because I care about her. And not that I care about her, but I want to have a relationship and all of this other stuff. And then the friend also asked, well, okay, with you being a model and stuff like that, I know you're going to have a lot of beautiful women around you. How are you going to make my friend feel secure in the fact that, you know, that her place is secure, that ain't no women gonna come and take her spot? He couldn't really answer that, you know. The friend pretty much said what I was kind of getting from Zach in this moment, which is she was like, I think that Zach is just saying what he should be saying, kind of like how I said about Brandon a little bit. Like, it felt like he's just saying what he should say versus what's actually true. In general, what I got is that from the friends, and if I was her friends, I would have got the same impression just from that meeting, is that nigga is not genuine. And even her friend said, like, I feel like Mindy is gonna fall in love head over heels for this guy, and then she's gonna get her heart broken. That's how I told y'all last episode. Mindy is already obsessed with Zach because of how fine he is. Let's take everything else off the table. She's literally enamored by how fine that man is, and I see her falling already before this nigga even tripped. Even his shoelace is even untied. It just seems like he's there, and she's already falling so hard. Like, she's already going into it full force, and he's not. So then, after that, we got Mika. She met Michael's family. Michael's family said that they think they'll work because they're both ambitious. And Mike meets with the mama and the aunt of Mika. And now he was honest. Now, I wish I had the picture, but I don't have the picture. When Michael sat down next to Mika's mom and it panned out to both of them like a couple times, I said, Mika mama looks so good. It looked like y'all two might as well just be a couple. Like, literally, ain't y'all closer in age or something anyway? Like, I just found that to be funny. But anyway, he was honest because they asked him, like, has he ever cheated? He said he has emotionally cheated before. Now, I appreciate the honesty because he did not have to reveal that. He could have just been like, no, I ain't never do no shit like that. So, but that's about all Michael's going to get from me from this episode, too, all right? So then afterwards, they all kind of meet up with each other, the couples, to see how everything went. When I wrote this down, because this is important, I feel like when Brandon and Taylor sat down and talked, Brandon, I don't really know what he was supposed to say. He wasn't going to say, well, your family was digging in my ass. But, whatever. He said that everything was cool. Taylor said this, and again, you got to pay attention to what Lifetime puts in. Taylor said, one thing that she won't do is be disrespected. Like, that's something that she's not going to take. She's not going to handle. She's not going to be able to even do it. She won't be disrespected. And it's funny how next week's episode, because we've seen the trailer, she said to him, you're not going to disrespect me, because he said something to her that fucked up, like, oh, well, you just need to get over it or something like that. You're not going to disrespect me. Hey, I can't even tap my screen because it'll knock over. Brandon, I don't even know Taylor. But I'll be damned if you gonna fucking disrespect her. You need to watch your mouth. I don't even know what you said, but you need to watch your fucking mouth. And I can tell you got a slick mouth. I'm trying to lay off of Brandon. I really am, but I'm telling y'all, there's something about Brandon that don't sit right. And I'm gonna keep saying it every episode until I figure it out, or until Lifetime tell me what that issue is. Okay? So then we got Mike and Mika. They're talking. Now the thing about Mike and Mika, when they were talking outside, they were like so distant from one another. That stuck out to me. The fact that like all of the other couples, they were either walking next to each other or sitting next to each other, and they were both like just kind of like. She looked like she was talking to like her baby father who had just dropped, no, she looked like she's talking to her boyfriend that she had broke up with, and now he had came back, and now he trying to say sorry, and she trying to listen to his excuse. That's what it looked like to me. That's what it looked like. But Mika pretty much said like, your family told me that you shut down, and like, I like the fact in this conversation they were trying to come up with solutions of, this is what I need you to do if you feel like you're shut down. I need you to be honest. I need you to be open. I need you to push yourself to try to talk to me. Because Mika says she's the type to push somebody, and I can tell. I can tell. Mindy and Zach meet up. Again, Mindy really talks about how she wanted it. Zach says something about, oh, so you want hashtag relationship goals. I don't know why, but that's already a red flag to me because you're a grown-ass man. You're in your 30s. What the fuck? Why the fuck are you talking about relationship goals? Are you not a grown-ass fucking man? You ain't no damn teenager. Ain't no hashtag relationship goals. Ain't no fucking such thing as relationship goals. I'm tired of people being dumb. That's dumb. It's not a thing. Because all the people that be in them pictures, y'all don't want their fucking relationship. Best to fucking believe, okay? And then Derek and Katie, and Derek, talked about Katie and how she asked the dad and stuff like that. Okay, that's part one. I swear to gosh, I'm trying to run through, y'all. This video's already gonna be so long. Okay, so then they go to Panama. They had to go to Panama for the honeymoon. That's where the honeymoon was at. My cousin is actually right now in Panama with her husband because for Christmas she got him like a 2-week trip, a 2-week trip. So that's where she's at right now. So shout out to Panama. Okay, Mike and Mika. They was kind of talking, about the activities they'll do, blah, 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 whatever. They get on a plane, they get there, it's Katie's B-Day. All of the other couples meet, because they're all going to be there together. Now, Mindy was going through the line, right, of saying, well, these people are cool together. Like, Jess and Austin, they seem like they're real quirky together. Facts. Brandon and Taylor, they seem like they got a nice little vibe. Derek and this person. She said, Mike and Mika, you could cut the tension with a knife. I was like, wait, what happened? And then when I'm looking, while Mindy's talking, while Zach is talking, and other people are talking about how it's just not right, you could tell that there's something not right because all of the other couples, when they're walking to the elevator together, I'm telling you, body language is so important. All of the other couples are either hugged up next to each other or walking at least by each other. Mika is all the way up in the front in the midst of the couples, and Mike is all the way in the back with his headphones on. So I'm like, something happened. What happened between the time we seen y'all this morning to the time y'all got off the plane? What the fuck happened? So pretty much when they get to the room, this is what happened. Mika said that when they was on a plane or whatever, when the cameras wasn't on, that Michael pretty much said to her that if they don't have sex before the end of the honeymoon, that he's done with this marriage. Now, I know that I said in my last review that I don't understand why people are being so hesitant about having sex. However, I did also say that I can understand not doing it off GP. And I even do mean the honeymoon. I'm not saying that you gotta fuck on the first night. I ain't saying that you gotta do it on the honeymoon. But I do think that somewhere between this 8 weeks, somebody should be giving up the box, okay? In the 8 weeks. Now I'm not saying that it has to be like, I wasn't saying, oh, it gotta be within the next couple days or this is just dumb. Mike, you're trash for that. Don't you ever in your life. Didn't you say yourself that we're in a Me Too world? What the hell is wrong with you? You do not. This is my thing, Mike. If you would have never said anything at all, then you probably actually would have got it. Because you want to know what? When it comes to sex, you want that shit to be natural. It's nothing that's gonna be timed. Normally, it's a natural progression. So maybe if y'all would have started off the honeymoon in the right way and you would have been nice and loving, then that probably would have happened. Because Mika was one of the people on the rooftop who said that she would do it. She even said, I don't understand why people are so against it. She just said she just didn't do it that night. But for you to put restrictions on it, that's fucked up. Mika's main problem is that she said, when you're on camera, you're all of this perfect Michael, but when you're not on camera, you act completely different. Now, this is my question. Now, by the time when y'all got to the hotel, y'all only technically on day 3, maybe 2.5 at most. So my question is, what else besides that are you referring to, Mika? Because from what I'm saying, Mika was trying to make it seem like he is a completely different person when the cameras are not around. Now, what I want her to do is explain that more outside of just the sex part. What else is he doing and what else is he saying that's making you feel like he's not the person that he should be? Because the cameras, y'all ain't been around each other but 2 days. So how much of a difference can you tell with the cameras and the cameras not being around? I'm not saying that it's not possible. I just want her to expand on that. But she was trying to get him to admit, I guess, on camera that he did say that, because he kept saying that he didn't. I believe Mika, I do, because she said even when they got on the plane that he said he didn't mean it like that. And when he was sitting in the room, he said, no, I didn't say like before the honeymoon, I just meant like within like the next 7 weeks. And she said, okay, when you got on the plane, that's what you said. You said that that's what you meant. But she said, can you be honest with that? No. I think, honestly, Michael just don't want to be painted out to be the bad person on TV, which I can understand that. But at the same time, why don't you just be honest? You could have been honest and said, yes, that is what I said initially, but I want to be honest, but I was trying to tell you that that's not what I meant. I'm sorry if it came off that way, but I did not mean that if we don't have sex now, then, by the end of this honeymoon, that it's going to be over. You could have just owned it. So when he said to her, okay, I thought he was going to say, okay, you want to know what, I was wrong. But he just said, okay, and then it's like, I'm going to go sleep somewhere else. That's not how you start off a marriage, Michael, okay? Happy wife, happy life, like you said. So all you had to do was just say, you want to know what? Even if you feel like that wasn't the case, I don't care, Michael. You should have just said, you want to know what? I apologize. It was just that simple. All you have to say is, I apologize. I did not mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I am very sorry if you took what I said that way, but that's not what I meant at all. I'm in this shit for the long haul. Please forgive me. How hard is that, Michael? But no, you want to be a nigga, so you want to get your stuff, you want to go to another room, or I'm going to just let you sleep in here. Okay, bye. Bye. Okay? Okay, so then let's get to the most important part, y'all. Okay, so everybody else go to bed. Everybody cool. Brandon cool. Taylor cool. Everybody cool. Now, we pan over to Zach and Mindy, okay? And Zach is getting ready for bed or whatever, and Mindy's talking to him and stuff, telling her how she feel about how she don't really feel like they connecting. Now, here's the thing. She was pretty much trying to say to him, like, she thought that they were like getting somewhere, but when she seen other couples together, it kind of threw her off. Now, I'm gonna say this, it's a half and half thing, because I do agree to a degree what Zach said, which is that you can't expect our relationship to move at the same pace as everybody else's. That is true. However, what I will also say is that it happens a lot when people think that they're in a great relationship, or they think that, their shit is all wonderful, and then when they see somebody else's, it's like, oh wait, so that's how you're really supposed to be treated. Oh, I didn't know, because it seemed like Mindy was probably just going to be fine with just taking the bare minimum of what she was getting at the time. But when she actually seen, like, oh wait, no, okay, no, so if they cool, okay, so why you not? She just feel like he's not giving, like, it's more of a friend thing, and he's not being like affectionate towards her. But what I will say is that, again, it does take time, but at the same time, Zach, You are coming off very like I said. And my main problem with this whole scene, fuck all of that, is he said to her, can you please not talk to me when I'm washing my face? Zach, who the fuck are you? You pre-Madonna ass ever. Okay, I'm gonna try to stop cursing. But who do you think you are? Don't talk to me while I'm washing my face. You can't hear me or something? And that's why I'm glad Mindy kept talking. That's why I keep talking to him. Because who the fuck do you think he's talking to? Who do you think he talking? Who do you think he's talking to? So then whatever, she felt a little bit better after talking to him about it, went to bed. Man, I'm so glad I didn't cut this episode off. Go right to the end. She outside, she like, I can't be in that room no more. I can't be in the room. I said, what happened, girl? Tell me what happened, Mindy. She said that Zach said to her, I'm sorry, but I'm just not that attracted to you yet. That's how y'all men are just so slow. This is how y'all want to start off y'all honeymoon. Even if that's how you felt, Zach, why would you say that? And this is what kills me, because she said, then I said to him, okay, well, then this is not going to work out. And then he said to her, oh, well, I didn't expect you to say that. What did you expect her to? Oh, crap. I think I crushed. Y'all, I crushed my damn blunt. Being mad as hell. What the hell did you expect? What the hell did you expect? If you tell somebody that you're not attracted to them, then no shit, they'll be like, okay, so then what's the point of us even doing this? You should have kept that to yourself. There's been plenty of people, but I don't say plenty because whatever, but like I can remember back in the day, like when I was in like high school and shit like that, there would be certain dudes that would try to talk to me that I wouldn't find off top attractive, but the more I got to know them, their personality and stuff, everybody knows that your personality makes you more attractive. Your personality can make you attractive or can make you unattractive as hell. So if you really did feel like you wasn't physically attracted to her off top, you could have just waited. Y'all just fucking got to the honeymoon. You could have waited till y'all got to know each other more, to let that shit even build a little bit more. Like, okay, actually she is kind of attractive. Oh my gosh, yes, I like this about her. Yes, I like that about her. But to say to that woman that you didn't find her attractive, but then turn around and get mad because she said she don't want to be with you no more, or she don't want to do this, that is dumb. Zach, Zach, Mike, I'm not gonna throw Brandon because Brandon ain't do shit yet. But Zach and Mike, y'all two are cutting the hell up. And y'all need to get it together. If y'all don't get it together, I'm gonna come right back on here next week and I'm gonna drag the fuck out of both of y'all. I'm gonna drag both of y'all. Y'all get in the comments, tell me what y'all think. Who's your favorite couple? Do you agree with how Mika handled the situation with Mike? Do you think Zach is full of shit? All of these questions I want y'all to get in the comments. Let's get talking. Let's go. I'm out, y'all. Bye.